What is up? We're back playing MLB 25 Road to the Show. Ben Brown with a 5.9 ERA. Well, that's actually lower than what he has in real life right now. He just pitched today, I guess yesterday. It was what, 5 innings? It doesn't even matter how many innings. He gave up 8 earned runs, so his ERA was way over 9.
Now it's the second baseman.
He's not been good.
He's been
I'll
on
say
fire
it.
at the dish
I didn't
lately.
like him being a starter to start the season anyway.
With a knock in this one.
So
out in front and foul
just,
to the left side. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Like, I get we have injury. He was the 5th starter to start the season. You know, without Steele being hurt for the season, him and Naga missing a good portion of the year so far.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Jordan Walker. To the right side, and that one handled. And quickly one away in the second. Runner at first with no outs here. And fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch for the out. No outs. Runner at first. Now batting Michael Ciani. On the ground, 2 ball. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. 1 down. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a foul ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Into center. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
We take that. Little bloop single to center.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Tena.
One and one.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at first, 1 away. This to third. There's 1 out, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs. Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar on the move. And that'll do it. So 9 batters come to the. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter. He's got some power, no doubt. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Fouled off left side. Horner over at second. Suzuki over at first with 1 away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside, and the count is 1-2. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Number 38 had the kind of game you'd like to avoid. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Fought off foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Kershaw deals. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Ibanez over to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Pitch misses. Now 2-2. Suzuki at first, one gone. Runner on the go. Gets a piece and stays alive. That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. One out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Lopez, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Here's the 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Pereira down to first with it. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in.
Oh, wow. What a stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Ciani makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Number 38 had a rough go of it in this game.
This wasn't his finest.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter.
He really needs to start making more contact. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Now the Cardinals. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one hammered back there. Gone.
There we go. Home run.
A solo shot. 3rd home run of the season. It's 1-1.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here.
Back here in St. Louis, now it's the second baseman, number 38. Palante back to work. And that's a strike.
You know, these Cubs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They haven't run a single count full in this ball game, and that's just wild to me. That stat alone shows they're making it way too easy to get them out.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there. Ground ball up the middle.
They limit the damage here. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 2. So now the DH spot, Jordan Walker. On the ground right side. Throws to first. And there are 2 down. Number 38 with a solid contribution even despite the loss. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
He can consistently put up games like this one.
Bottom of the inning, and now the rookie second baseman, number 38. Green back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. And there's 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Garrett. 2 away.
The batter number 9. Shortstop,
New inning getting started. In now for the Reds, Jamer Candelario. To the right side. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult.
Ouch, that one got him. So a man at first. And now the shortstop, Jose Tena. Two outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
JT Realmuto steps in. softly hit to third. Candelario. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. All set for the start of the inning. Now batting Jeimer Candelario.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And that one handled. First out in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
One down. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter. Green in his 10th season, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's it out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Number 38 had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Definitely didn't do much of anything.
So 2 down. Now here is Lamont Wade Jr. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Oh, nice play. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play.
2 outs, runner at first. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS. Fires across the diamond. That ends the inning. So nothing on the scoreboard through 1. We're back on the show from Wrigley in a few. Next for Cincinnati, Jeimer Candelario. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. That ends the frame. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Reds 1 and the Cubs nothing.
Now batting, number 38.
Fouled off left side. Tied up here in the early going. On the ground to third. They take the force out, and that is that. So a run on 1 hit. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Singer back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. They miss a big chance to take. So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter. 1 for 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jose Tena, the next Cub to hit. And here it comes. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. The other way. And that gets down for a base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Steer sizing this one up, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand a couple. Score remains tied at 3. Go ahead run on base. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. To the right side, and that's a fair ball. Garrett rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Number 30. Now it's the second baseman.
The second baseman, number 38.
On the ground to the left. Into the outfield, base hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
Waste no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And now it is JT Realmuto. That one the other way, and a base hit. Runner around 3rd, on his way to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Marcelo Meyer. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 and 2nd. Back to 1st, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning. And now it's JT Realmuto.
The one thing you can look at with Realmuto, and we've talked about this in high school, this guy was a quarterback, very athletic. He was an infielder. So, you know, he's not stuck at catcher. Like he's a great catcher, but if you needed to.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cubs leave 1. They're down 3-2. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. One away here in the 5th.
Up next in Cincinnati, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Abbott back to work. That one hammered but pulled foul. That's to third. Candelario sends it across to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Catcher, Yankee, Real Muto.
Go ahead run on base. In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Righty delivers. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Swanson tossed to second. Throw to first, but he beat it. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. A sliding stop to first. What a play. Inning over. Cubs are down quietly. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. So here's Wade now. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Number 38 with a fair showing in this win.
Not one to put on the personal.
Alright, here we go. We're trying to get some more hits. 213, that's not nothing crazy, but I guess we're not getting plate vision anymore. Oh, speed. Wait a minute. It's really not worth it because you don't get. Is it worth it? It probably is worth it actually. I'm gonna do it. Probably don't have that many tokens. Nope, 14. I'll just do plate vision up 1. About as good as it's gonna get. Alright, we'll come back in the next one. We'll keep running through the season. Thanks for watching.